This is me. Back to for my first week. Beating my friends. But first, how we got here.
Here's Curry for the record. It's good.
This is Steph Curry. This is me.
Oh, jeez.
Steph is going to training.
Curry splits the defense behind the back. Fires a three. Oh, he puts it in.
Stop it right there. 3-1. Look at Jack Dowdell, though.
Good gracious.
At first, Devin was training Jack.
And I was doing a great job.
We will be perfect in every aspect of the game. If you drop the ball, you run a mile. If you miss your shot, you run another mile. We will be perfect.
Okay, Jack.
What?
Here's the deal. I talked to Dad, and I told him that you need a real coach. Do you know who Steph Curry is?
Yes.
What if we hired him to be your coach? That'd be
Yes.
awesome. Okay, let's do it.
Let me tell you about the day Jack was born. We had no idea he was going to be born with Down syndrome. I was actually really nervous about what this life of his was going to look like. He will never walk. He will never talk. Will he play basketball? Will he have friends? We didn't know that his stomach wasn't attached to his intestines when he was born. And then he was in and out of the hospital the first 2 years with a lot of respiratory issues. So he was diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension, congestive heart failure. He was on oxygen. We were told at one point that he would probably need a lung transplant, a heart transplant, and then told, but he probably won't get those because he has Down syndrome. And people with Down syndrome, their lives aren't deemed as worthy or as important and put as high on the priority list for people who need transplants because they have Down syndrome. And so we spent the very early stages of his life thinking that he wouldn't live for very long and that his life wasn't going to be very exciting. We thought he'd probably just be in bed and on oxygen. And now here he is. He's running around. Everywhere that he goes, people are attracted to his light.
You don't have to live anybody else's story. Sometimes people make it seem like you have to have certain prerequisites in order to be successful in this world. But the truth is you really don't. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you have or don't have, what you lack, what you have too much of. What I tell people is just be the best version of yourself in anything that you do.
Okay, look, Steph Curry masterclass videos are expensive, but Jack was really diligent at watching them.
I'm giving guidelines about how to shoot, and there's things that you can copy.
Jack has been training so hard to beat his friends, bring home a trophy, and score his first three-pointer in a game.
Today's game day. We're gonna find out if getting rid of me as a coach and hiring Steph Curry and all this practice pays off.
So I've been hearing that Jack's been doing some classes with Steph Curry, and he decided one day to reach out to us and want to play a game with me and my brother. Me and my brother usually get the better side of the game, but we'll see if these classes have paid off.
Hey Jack, if you could have anyone play on your basketball team, who would it be?
Running to the rim. Oh, there are no words for how these two all-stars can be.
Hi, my name is Dowdell, Olympus's all-time leading scorer, the state leader in three-pointers made. I'm flattered that the great Jack would want me on his basketball team.
You know what? I've watched Jack play basketball for several years now. We've gone to some games where he's done pretty good, but I'm a little hesitant to say that he'll make a three-pointer. He'll try really hard, and I hope he gets it.
I am really excited for Jack to compete and to play. I just want him to know that I am so proud of him and his efforts.
I'll be there cheering for him on the sideline, just like I always am.
You guys just called me over here right as I got home from work, and I don't even know what's happening.
I mean, I'm rooting for him. I hope for it. I want to see it. Jack was on fire right away at the start of the game. Boy was on fire. Jack attempts a three, misses it. Then the Wagstaff boys started catching up. The score was neck and neck. The next three-pointer would win the game. All eyes were on Jack. Though he had played well, he hadn't hit a three yet. And then
It was a close game, and I was feeling really nervous that Jack couldn't pull through, but he did it.
It was unbelievable. I've never seen him shoot that far in my life. He was a completely different player. Those classes definitely paid off.
Way to go, Jack.
Hello? Hello? Can I go now?